Hello, and welcome to the finale of Pokemon Puzzle Challenge on the Game Boy Color. And in this part, we're going to be taking on the Pokemon League. And yeah, it's basically more of the same. So, what else haven't I grilled you about yet, Steve?
That Jinx looks really sinister.
Yeah, it's got a really awkward dance to it.
It's like that guy. It's almost as if that guy doesn't realise that it's behind him.
There are some possible implications you could take, man, not gonna lie. Wasn't there one of the Pokemon episodes where Brock had a fantasy about kissing a Jinx at one point?
I can't recall.
I think that might have been one of the ones that got cut from syndication because of that. And like, yeah, that's kind of a bit fucked up, just throwing that out there. Yeah, one thing I will say, I'm pretty certain that you don't get any sort of benefit for type advantages here, so, you know, just pick whoever you like. I've gone with Cyndaquil all the way through, basically.
Well, Jinx is a Psychic Ice type.
Yeah, I mean, like, in this game it doesn't really do anything, but then that's the same thing as kind of like Pokken, that, you know, that would be a clusterfuck of a fighting game if there were, wouldn't it?
If every matchup with Gengar as Machamp. I can't do anything!
No, Machamp just stands there punching the air for God knows how long.
But then again, a lot of Gengar's moves are all... I think they're all ghost type moves. So they both just stood there just like, I don't do!
That would be fucking hilarious.
I can't do anything to you and you can't do anything to me! It's like the worst that Gengar can do is just, I think, just put him to sleep. That's it.
I'm gonna put you to sleep, then ghost punch the fuck out of you. Oh. Pokken, I got tired of that game pretty quickly, not gonna lie.
I played it for a few weeks, but yeah, it's like, it was fun. It just wasn't enough there. I'm glad I got it, but just not enough to keep me going back, sadly. Yeah,
like there is that Switch port of it now, which I don't really think there's much new shit in that.
So there's Empoleon, Scizor, Darkrai, Croagunk, and I'm trying to remember the other one. Decidueye.
Oh, right. Croagunk, that's the unevolved one, isn't it?
Yes.
So, is there a mode where you can have it sodomise Brock every fucking time?
No, there isn't.
I still can't believe they went with that as a running joke. Like, you can see, like, he must have taken some fucking damage, taking poison jabs to the, you know.
He's built up a tolerance.
Oh yeah, Koga, you're a thing, aren't you?
Yeah. He's got a Crobat.
Yeah, Crobat's a cool design.
Yeah.
I do quite like Crobat quite a lot, honestly. Like, much more so than Golbat, because like Zubat and Golbat, I really don't care about those designs. Like, they're just generic cave dwellers, aren't they?
Yeah.
But once you get to the actual cool design with Crobat, then it's like, that was worth being nice to this ugly Golbat for God knows how long.
Plus, there's the fact that the Sun and Moon Pokedex entry for Golbat is that it ends up drinking so much blood that it becomes so fat, can't fly, and then ends up being devoured by all of the other Golbats and Zubats.
That is fucking amazing.
So I think I probably mentioned this in probably the yellow playthrough, but
it's just fucking great the fact that they went with that. I know that, I think it was Sun in particular that got the reputation for dark ones, wasn't it? But I can't really think any of them off the top of my head aside from that. But yeah, like, to go back to what we were saying in the last part, like the Pokédex entries are blatantly bullshitted on the spot, aren't they?
So those were clearly written by the child that is carrying the Pokédex.
What's the drowsy one?
It's mainly Hypno.
Yeah,
Hypnotises children and takes them away.
About that. Yeah.
And they live in a cave with Mewtwo.
Yeah, I look forward to the Hypno episode of To Catch a Predator.
I love the idea of Mewtwo just being sat in the cave, and then the Hypno just walks to a child, just like, oh, this is awkward. I see you're new here.
Okay, well, I'm going to take you back to your parents, but if you want an autograph with Mewtwo, then...
Yeah. Oh, this kid just really wanted to see you, Mewtwo. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, where is this even going?
Places it shouldn't go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this Crobat's taken me quite a bit longer than the fucking Jinx in the last one, but, you know, Jinx is a bit of a pushover.
The way Crobat is positioned in that image, it's like it's trying to hug the camera.
A little bit, and then when it turns around like that, it's just like, I'm being noticed. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
It's like, hi. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, it's nothing. Hi.
Yeah. But it is towards the later fights that are where they start getting much more lethal with the big jump blocks that they throw out at you. And so not only are you trying to do damage, but you're also spending a lot of time just throwing out nothing free ones just to get rid of the stuff for safety. The useful thing there is that sometimes when you do that, then you kind of trigger a chain one just as it sort of transforms back into the normal blocks. So it can be like a silver lining thing. But, you know, you still got to be careful to a certain degree.
So I didn't really pay attention during the first part, but did you take some old man's Pikachu? Because he did end up saying, take care of it, after you beat it.
Yeah, you did get that. And I think on repeat playthroughs, you start unlocking more Pokemon. I haven't done that on this file, because this I just went straight into it on hard mode.
So in this game, you're not trading Pokemon, you're just beating people and taking their Pokemon.
Yeah. Just, you know, free shit, it's free shit.
So I've just beaten Lance, so I took all 3 of his Dragonites.
Sweet Simon, baby Jesus. Now I shall get my cock stopped 3 times an hour.
I beat him with 3 Dragonites, and I've stolen his 3 Dragonites. I'm living the dream.
I remember back when Gen 4 was like a thing and like Wi-Fi battles were popular and whatnot, I did try running a team with 3 Dragonite in it. I believe I had 3 Dragonite, Dragonair, a Charizard and a Flygon. You know, nice varied team.
Okay.
I think sometimes I rotated out the Flygon with Gyarados. It was the worst fucking team ever, not gonna lie.
I can tell.
Yeah, like, an ice type comes in and I am fucked.
A team that I like to use sometimes when I played online with Black and White was I'd sometimes go for the triple battles, and I'd have Crocodile on the left, Rotom in the middle, and Electivire on the right. So I'd have my Rotom use Discharge, my Electivire would then get faster because of the electric move, and my Crocodile's just immune.
Right, just thinking though, does Rotom have Levitate?
Yes.
Oh, it does. So I was just thinking, like, if you got 2 electrics, then the Stray Earthquake could do some damage.
It's like Earthquake does cover 3 squares, but only if it's in the centre. If it's on the left or the right, it's only going to cover 2. So the Electivire is completely safe.
Yeah, I never put time into like triple battles. I just never cared for them, so I kind of don't really remember much about how they work. I do know quite a fair bit about double battles, primarily from Colosseum and XD. Particularly the difficulty that you have if you're trying to snag Dakim's Entei when all of his other Pokemon have Earthquake. Which, that's fun. There is this strategy that he uses, though, that I think is actually really cool, where his Pokemon would all know both Earthquake and Protect, and they would just alternate each one, so that, like, you know, you don't have the really low accuracy on the second turn, because, like, they just rotate around, and that's the sort of thing that is quite difficult to take on if you're not prepared for it. But again, it is the case of try and get everything out of the way before the Entei comes out. Because otherwise you're in for a bad time there. And I like how the final fucking Elite Four member is using a Murkrow. You know, like, the hypest shit.
Well, Honchkrow wasn't available at this point.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, in the game, she has an Umbreon, which is such a cooler dark type that they could have used here. But no, let's just go with the Murkrow. Fuck it, who cares?
That's a forgettable Pokemon, isn't it?
It is. Like, I like its design.
Yeah.
But it's not like a late game boss Pokemon, really, is it?
So it's a good thing Honchkrow came about later.
Well, I prefer Murkrow's design to Honchkrow.
Really?
Yeah, Honchkrow, it's got that sort of gentle vibe of feeling like a bit exaggerated too much to me.
Really?
Yeah, it's similar sort of reason to why I'm not big on Magmortar.
I can understand Magmortar, but I can't understand your opinion on Honchkrow.
Or the fucking piece of shit that is Porygon Z.
Like, oh, Porygon Z is awesome.
No, Porygon 2 is one of my favourite designs. Porygon Z is just... No, it's bad. It's awkward.
No.
Like, I know what they're going for, of like this sort of buggy, fucking, like, not ideal version of it, but like, it's just ruins the design for me. Yes, no matter how much you say no, I am right.
No, you're not.
It doesn't amuse me how you can get, like, is it the only Pokemon that you can get a final stage, like stage 2 Pokemon at level 1? Porygon Z. Because they're both trade evolutions, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Huh.
I don't know if there's any other Pokemon like that.
I don't think there is.
No, because, like, to start with, you trade it with the upgrade, and then you got to trade it again with a dubious disc, didn't you? That is... I've never liked that evolution method, like, at all. Like, it's such a hassle having to trade Pokemon around, especially if they need a certain item. But, yeah, you know, that's something that's been there since, I think, fucking Gen 2, was it? Yeah, because Gen 2 brought in the upgrade and all them kind of things, and yeah, I kind of wish that wasn't a thing. And it's bad enough when they're just standard trade ones, like, you know, Haunter, Graveler's one as well, isn't it? Kadabra.
Machamp.
Yeah, well, Machoke into Machamp, yeah. Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know if it's serious about, like, training up your Pokemon and, like, getting stronger with them. It's weird that, like, some of them can't get stronger without being traded away. Yeah. And it's also weird when NPCs that you fight against, their teams evolve over time when they've got trade ones, and it's like, yeah, someone else has had to go and do that thing where they find a mate and they just trade and trade back just for the fuck of it.
I can't remember which Pokemon it is, or which game it is that you trade for it, but it should evolve when you trade for it.
I know what
but
you
it's holding an Everstone.
I think that was a Haunter that you get from one of the trades. And like, that is such a fucking bait and switch, isn't it? Like, you think, oh, I'm gonna get Gengar, this will be cool.
What kind of dickhead does that?
I don't know, but here we go.
So that's imposing.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's intimidating.
I fucking love that sprite.
It's like, yeah, I'm up. Just got a Dragonite standing behind me.
Yeah, don't mind this guy.
This is the power of my stand, Heart of the Dragon. But yes, as you can expect, Lance has the Dragonite because it's his signature Pokemon. It's the same Pokemon that in Mahogany Town, when you go into that tiny little like shop where they're secretly running the things, despite being a minuscule room, Lance decides to have his Dragonite use Hyper Beam in there because that's smart. And they're totally got that covered in the insurance.
It's just Hyper Beam, it's not a big deal.
To be fair, he could have had all three of them out using Hyper Beam. I think all three of his Dragonite have Hyper Beam, I can't remember.
Wow, how is he Elite Four if he puts Hyper Beam on his Pokemon?
Well, the idea is that it looks intimidating, isn't it? Like, it's the fucking overkill attack. But it also leaves a Pokemon with a 4x weakness open for a turn. Because, like, I fucking love Dragonite. Like, it's probably my favourite Pokemon type with Charizard. But that 4x weakness twice is deadly.
Which is why its hidden ability, Multiscale I think it is, comes in very good use.
What's that do?
It reduces the amount of damage it takes from the first move it's hit by.
Oh, right. Oh, so you can't really have just a one-hit blizzard come and kill it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Plus, even that, I'm pretty sure its base stat speed is like, it's just below 100. So, it learns Dragon Dance, thankfully. But, of course, you need to turn to set that up.
Yeah.
But, thanks to a Japanese event, Dragonite, I think it was, there was a special one that got released with extreme speed, and naturally Dragonite can't get that unless you've got that event. And thankfully, it can be bred with extreme speed.
Nice.
So now everyone has it.
Extreme speed on a Dragonite does sound pretty cool, not gonna lie. As you say, having the speed compensation does come in handy with Pokemon like him, so yeah. Dragonite, it's just... There's so much I like about him. Like, he's a bit derpy, but in an adorable way. He's still threatening when he wants to be. And that's kind of why I like him a bit. It's like the contrast in personalities. Like, he's adorable, but you don't want to piss him off.
It's like, it can pull off a badass look.
Particularly when you see, like, the Dark Dragonite card from Team Rocket Returns. That is like a proper menacing Dragonite. And I love it, and I love that card in general. Like, I think I've got like 10 of them, and like, that's a useful card in the game as well because it lets you move around all the darkness energy, which that was a big deal back in the X series because back then that was before they had the darkness energy as like basic energy cards, so you could only have 4 dark energy in your deck. So if you put one on one of your Pokemon and then you got another one out that you wanted to use, you would kind of need to move them around a bit.
It's like there's also Pokemon Generations. No, is it Pokemon Generations?
Are you thinking of Origins?
No, not Origins. It is Generations. There's an episode in that where Lance invades Team Rocket base with his Dragonite. Very badass.
Nice. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. I know there's not really much to say about a puzzle game overall, and that's why we've had it as our little Pokemon chit chat, which are always fun, and why I like doing the Pokemon LPs really. As a game, like, I spent a lot of my time as a child playing it, and I still love it to this day. I do intend to check out the other panelled upon variants at some point because some of them look cool, like the Super Nintendo one, Tetris Attack. I hear a lot of good things about that. The one that I'm surprised I haven't brought up yet, but there is an N64 game, Pokemon Puzzle League, which was the cause of me having to redo an intro, but other than that, I haven't talked about it yet. But, that is more anime based, and it's more based on, I think, Orange Islands. Actually, it might be the Johto anime, I can't remember, but yeah, as a game, Puzzle Challenge is fine, but it is what it is, and I think because I really do like doing these Pokemon comms, I think we should do another one next year, do you think?
Yeah.
I was thinking we're more than likely going to be doing either X or Y. Probably Y because I played X on my first playthrough, so it'll be a bit of difference from me, and if I need to trade anything over to kind of show off some exclusives, I can do that. So yeah, that would be fun because I do quite like Gen 6 a lot.
Yeah, Gen 6 is really likeable, but it's also probably one of the most simple of the games. There's not a lot after you finish the main story, and it's quite easy to get through.
Well, yeah, we'll go into that more. Chris, have you ever seen X and Y? I think you went straight to Sun and Moon, didn't you?
Yeah, I went straight to Sun and Moon, so I missed out that one.
Yeah, because I remember a while back we were deciding what games we were going to do, and you were like, why don't we do one that I haven't seen? And I thought, let's do Gen 6, because I love Gen 6, but yeah, so you'll be able to look forward to that at some point next year. Well, I'm probably going to go out of my way to record the whole thing before we start doing the talkie talk, just so that, hopefully there will be fewer delays. And I say hopefully because this is Flamey's World and delays are our thing.
It's I like Gen 6, but I will say, honestly, you're not missing much by skipping it. Admittedly.
Okay, that's another Deathglare situation.
I'm sorry, it is true though. It is.
You are actually objectively wrong there. Stop having bad opinions.
I love Gen 6. I love the fact that it introduced 3D to the main line.
But it's a fun game in its own right.
Yes, it is a fun game.
So basically what I'm saying here, everyone should play Gen 2, everyone should play Gen 6. Ignore Stephen, he's wrong.
I'm not telling people to avoid the games. They're all good Pokemon games. Even Gen 5, despite the fact that it's a Gen 1 rehash, it's still really good.
Yeah, I need to get around to actually playing through like White 2 properly, because it was one of them that I got distracted from at some point and just never went back to. But I do hear a lot of good stuff about Black and White 2 compared to Black and White.
So thinking about it, Gen 5's the reason I even met you.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first thing we ever talked about was something to do with Gen 5.
Possibly. Actually, that might have been, actually. I remember, like, when we first started talking, I used to rib you a lot about you liking Gen 4. That might be because I'm actually a twat rather than anything.
It's like, it was a few months before Black and White 2, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Was when we actually really talked.
Huh. So, basically what you're saying is you wish you'd never heard about Black and White.
Exactly! That's where my life went from. That's why I can't stand Gen 5.
And 7 years later, here you are still putting up with me talking about fucking Pokemon.
It's not the games themselves. It's you!
It's bad because you associate it with me. Oh, this is fucking amazing.
Oh, God. And I'm pretty I can't remember correctly, but I think you were looking at something about it, and I'm pretty sure you had Cryogonal up on your computer.
The fucking snowflake. That's weird, Chris. Like, I think we started talking over fucking Ruby and Sapphire at one point, didn't we? That might have been the thing. Like, just Pokemon brings people together and commits you to a life of this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't touch Pokemon. I don't even know how to wrap up now, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our Pokemon Puzzle Challenge playthrough, and we'll see you next time for another game. Bye bye for now.